Yeah, nothing but the ghetto truth. Back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to this channel for all type of stuff. I can't even name all of it. So let's talk about Will Smith and Chris Rock. Man, I'm not trying to think I'm trying hard not to believe everything is a coincidence. You know what I mean? Like, I'm starting to be thinking everything's staged now. Because why all of a sudden this happened on national television? Why? The camera's in the right point of view. Everything was just seen. Is this real? Is this real? Did Will Smith really do that? Or was it staged? So let's compare, let's break it down to see exactly what exactly could give us this opinion and figure this out, right? So Chris Rock's make a joke about Will Smith's wife guarding her hair. Okay? Now, this was apparently a sensitive time that she was going through. She was losing hair, something like that, blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, it was one of those things where I can see why it was personal for her. You know, like, that's just how it is, blah, 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 right? But it was also made public, like how everything as actors is made public, you know? So if it's made public, you're kind of like, oh, wow. Well, you kind of get the right for everybody to kind of judge, right? You put it out there publicly. But still, it's one of those common factors where you're like, okay, you shouldn't make fun of it because it's something someone's going through. It's not a joke, really. You know what I mean? Maybe she posted that to try to inspire people some way or the other. All right, so we got that out the way. So we know that it can be a serious situation on the topic. Now, we know that comedians like to make jokes of things, right? Crude comedy in order to cause laughter, because you know, pain that we go through in life, we kind of just use it as laughter, you know, in a joking way to kind of help us learn and cope with things. So I'm like, okay, put that together. But like, did he take it too far? He kind of did take it a little too far if this was not staged, because it's just kind of like, damn, dude, out of all the jokes, you had to put that out there, huh? But I get it. He's funny, you know. That's what he does. It's a rude humor that a lot of people are not accustomed to. But that's how most comedians are, man. So then, you know, with the altercation going on and Will Smith going up stage and a lot of anger going on, damn, I'm starting to think. And that's also, let's look at this. Will Smith does not need attention. Why? He makes a lot of money. He's an actor. All this publicity stunts for what? It just doesn't make sense to why it would benefit him. You know what I mean? You tune into a Will Smith movie when it come out. Let's be real. We know how great of an actor he is. He has talent. So that's not it. So is there a reason why he would do it? That's another question, right? He's been in the game for a long time. Not really. So that checked that box there, right? We checked that box. Okay. Fuck, dude. So, that really got me thinking, like, that dude he smacked him silly. And a lot of factors turn into this is, okay, so based on the factors, I do think it was serious, because I just don't see why it would benefit him to stage it. Now, maybe they into that weird stuff, because then again, they do a lot of publicity stuff, which is weird that you don't mention out in public, and then you have Snoop Dogg and all this. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that you have interviews and stuff mentioning this. This is not something you go out in public and do unless they think it's going to inspire people. So then again, it's hard. But I'll give it to the benefit of the fact that maybe it was real. Okay. So if it was real, what do we do about this now? Right? What do we do about this? Because there's been multiple issues. Apparently Will Smith was laughing at the situation, which wasn't funny. So it's just an awkward thing in a relationship. They already have a bunch of issues. I don't know how they're going to deal with this one either. I feel like Will Smith definitely felt pressure to go up there just because of the issue. But that's really out of character at the same time by Will Smith, dude. Like, I don't know. But it's an awkward moment at the same time. You never know. Like, if you think about it, you bring your wife to a comedy show, right? Or you're out in public and some random dude tries to talk to your chick or talks crap, says some bad things about your chick. The first thing that gets checked is your ego, right? You're like, oh my God. Because then it's like, I don't want my wife to feel like, or my girl to feel like I'm weak or I can't stand up for us. So I have to do this in order to do it. Now, he could have just he could have just yelled at him or talked to him on stage, but hey, don't do that again. You don't have to slap, smack him, But instead, he decided to do that. Now, that could be from all the tension that he went through already with her, with this whole affair thing and all this stuff, where maybe, because if you hear them talk, it almost sounds like there's a lack of respect. Like, dude, every man knows and has an intuition when a girl that he was with or something like that did not respect him. Like, there's a certain way they talk to you. There's a certain way they treat you out in public, especially out in public. If a situation like that happens out in public where she basically says, oh, I had an affair, blah, 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 and just says in a way like to try to play games, whatever, dude, she don't respect you. Like, that is the number one thing. And I think that was the cause there, which actually played more into her game of, look, see, ego getting attacked again, because there must have been a closed door conversation about how maybe Will Smith seemed like a nice dude, so maybe she doesn't like nice dudes, right? Maybe she doesn't like a dude that's too nice. And based on that, she was like, all right, I'm going to say something about him and his personality, like maybe he's too soft. So those conversations probably happen back door, right? So now, when a man has been told that he's soft or he's weak or he's not outspoken because he don't like to confront people and all that, and brings the pressure when a woman on your side tells you these things, right? Because now you want to show off. So maybe that's what happened, and that's why he decided to go, okay, I'm about to just go off and smack him to show that I'm not just keep getting messed with. Because we don't know how many times he's been pressed. We don't know how many times Will Smith has been pressed. And if all this stuff is true with all this, publicity, what happened with Jada and August Alsina and all that, then, yeah, dude, it's just bad. It just looks bad in general. And as a man, I honestly, like I said, I was talking to some coworkers and I was like, how does he stay with that? It don't make sense why you will put that out there publicly and be okay with that. You know what I mean? So, dude, I don't know. Man. I think they really need, it's not my choice in figuring out their relationship, whatever. But it's just weird things like that. Like, why is it always them though? And I started second guessing that. Like, why is it always them? Is this another distraction for something that's really going on? Why? Why did all this happen? I started questioning it now because it's like too many things has been happening. It's been way too coincidental, right? Way too coincidental. I don't know. It's just weird that it's always happening to them. And maybe for real, Will Smith feel like he's bullied. Like, okay, this is a target. The public viewed me as like, this is embarrassing. Because you have to be in a strong relationship, dude, to go through all that, the publicity, you know, knowing that, you know, she was talking to another guy and all that. And then it was also known to the public and all this weird stuff. You have to be a real strong man because your insecurity, let's be real, as a man, your insecurity should be low as hell going through that. Like, you should be sick. You should be sick. And Will Smith had enough. So he had to smack the comedy out of Chris Rock. I mean, he had to slap the comedy stand out of him. The comedic has fallen. I mean, he slapped him. He said, "Don't you ever do that again." And that's what happened. He let all that anger out. The energy's gone. Just sickening. If I was a man, I'd be sick. I'd be sick going through that. That's too much, dude. That's too much stuff going on, man. I don't know. And that's why I'll be really questioning this stuff, be real, this celebrity stuff, because it's like, dude, why is it so out in public like that? Like, you know it'll ruin your life. I'm starting to think they selling. They have to exchange something for all this. Maybe the fact that they might lose their dignity through this whole thing, but get paid a significant amount of money to keep people distracted. I don't know what it is, man. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe on the Ghetto Truth channel. You know, bring you any type of content, really. So, yeah, man. Let me know what you think about the situation. Do you think it's real or not? Because I have no clue. Wipe my lips off, man. Crusty. But yeah.